news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this afternoon, police rescue boat passengers kidnapped on Bonny Waterway. Nigerian Bar Association warns against illegality in FIRS moves to amend VAT law. Rivers State records highest number of fresh COVID cases. On the foreign scene, US announces new COVID-19 measures. I am Ifiemi Andrew. Reports said the police have rescued boat passengers who were kidnapped along the Bonny Waterway. Recorded 5 boat passengers were kidnapped along the Bonny-Port Harcourt Waterway on Monday. According to the reports, one of the kidnappers was arrested. An official of the Chairman Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria Bonny unit confirmed the release to our correspondent but failed to give details, although the police have not issued any official statement on this. A worker for Julius Berger at one of the flyover construction sites in Port Harcourt says some of their colleagues who were arrested during their protest yesterday are still in police detention. In an interview with our correspondent, the worker, who chose to be anonymous, said those arrested were not violent in any way.
So they start open fire again. Workers start to run. All the workers run. So they catch some. Even the people, the strangers that they are going on their own, they catch them, join. So I mean, hearing it today, say they carry them go court. They say they need to look for people that will stand for them, people that they have property that the property that is worth more than 400,000 naira before they will release them. Those people now they are still in police custody. Based on say we are fighting for our right. We are not fighting. We are not even calling anybody. We are prepared to go government house before this thing happen.
Recall that workers at the various flyover construction sites in Port Harcourt have been protesting, demanding better pay from Julius Berger. A human rights advocacy group, Center for Basic Rights Protection and Accountability Campaign, has petitioned the Rivers State Commissioner of Police, Friday Ebuka, over the alleged invasion of a lady's privacy by a policeman identified as Benjamin. National coordinator of the group, Prince Wiro, in the petition, called for an investigation into the incident.
We are demanding that the Commissioner of Police order a thorough investigation into the alleged invasion of the woman's privacy and the alleged refusal of the officer to leave the woman's room, even when the woman was naked, stark naked, as at the time he invaded the room. We see the alleged action as a professional misconduct, and a thorough investigation prove if the officer is culpable or not, and if he's culpable, he should be made to face the law to serve as deterrent to other officers that may want to do his line of action.
Meanwhile, Ms. Ibube, whose privacy was invaded, narrated our ordeal in the hands of the policeman.
After breathing, I came out. I was screaming my body, and I was inside the room with my sister. When someone barged into my house, like on mufti, with that, like he was still he was asking me where's my brother, and I was naked. I was stark naked. He said that I was naked. I was bleeding. Sir, please step aside. Let me wear my clothes. He was adamant to my bleedings. He was standing there looking at my nakedness and asking me, where's my brother? When I started to confront him, he threatened to slap her and arrest her. So it's not good. And his name is Benji from my one police station.
Ms. Blessing Chuku, who also witnessed the incident, said the policeman threatened to shoot her when she asked the officer to leave the room to allow her sister dress up.
The policeman Benji at my one police station just barged into our house, saying they find my brother and my sister was naked. My sister just bath finish, enter inside house, rob him, and he just come inside. I got and say, who is they find? He said they find my brother. I got and say, make him go outside. My sister was naked. He said no, say if I talk, say go shoot me. Say I will shoot you to death. I say for what? Now slap me the process. My brother no do anything, no follow for fight where happen for yard. Now 1-2 men they fight for yard. He's not even around that time.
The Nigerian Bar Association and prominent lawyers have warned the FIRS and the National Assembly against any illegality in their bids to amend the value-added tax law in the country. The Publicity Secretary of the NBA, Rapulu Unduka, and senior advocates of Nigeria, Chief Michael Zekome, Ebonolu Adeborua, and Afa Musigwe gave the warning in response to the judgment of the Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt, which held that the Rivers State government had the powers to collect VAT within its territory. while the NBA urged the lawmakers representing the various states to be on the lookout for the request by the FIRS to include VAT on the exclusive legislative list. The SANS supported moves by Lagos and Rivers state governments to take over the collection of the tax. Still ahead, Rivers State records highest number of fresh COVID cases. Stay tuned.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
The crisis in Rivers State chapter of NUJ took another twist yesterday with the inauguration of a 14-man caretaker committee that will oversee the affairs of the union until an election is conducted. Recall that in July the election did not hold because the national president of NUJ, Chris Nsiguzo, told the commissioner of police in Rivers State that he did not send any official to conduct elections in the state. However, yesterday, a 3-man delegation from the National Secretariat led by Angus John came to the state to inaugurate committee members but met stiff resistance from other members. Mr. John, during the inauguration of the CTC members, said it was in line with the provisions of the NUJ Constitution.
What has transpired today is unpleasant. The presence of others who are not journalists to disrupt the peaceful inauguration of the Caretaker Committee is something that we must jettison. The National Secretariat is the custodian of every property of the union. For the national to be denied access to its property is an aberration. I think it is something that must be condemned. Notwithstanding, we have done the inauguration. I expect you people to do your best and ensure that peace is restored to Rivers State Council and election is held in no distant time.
In his response, the chairman, caretaker committee of NUJ in Rivers State, Amechi Okonkwo, promised to carry out the mandate of conducting the election within the time frame given to the committee.
On behalf of the NUJ Rivers State Council, I apologize for the very untoward situation that arose today before this inauguration, but our simple mandate which you have given unto us, which is to ensure that a peaceful election is conducted for the council without any waste of time, is what pursue vigorously to achieve. Let me also promise that every stakeholder in this will be carried along. Nobody will be ignored, nobody will be denied an opportunity for making input for moving the Rivers State NUJ forward.
In the meantime, the Stanley Job-led NUJ in Rivers State has urged the public to disregard the purported inauguration of CTC members by the national body. Mr. Stanley said thugs were hired by some members of the union to force the CTC on members of the state.
The former, according to him, he said he's a former vice chairman of the council, Paul Basia and Leki Anya. They were the people that brought Akujobi Amadi. Their group, they came here with talks. This is a journalist affair. Where will you come? Where will you come with talks in an affair that has to do with journalists? We are all professionals. It has never happened before that talks are part of what we do at the NUJ. It is very, very condemnable. And of course, our members frowned at it. It's not a do or die affair, but it's very disturbing to see that some of those characters we condemn are even in us.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities Calabar Zone says it views the 250,000 naira assessment fee for promotion to professorship as an act of criminality. The Calabar Zone of the ASU comprises of the University of Calabar, Cross River State, University of Uyo Akwa Ibom State, Cross River State University of Technology, Calabar, Akwa Ibom State University, Ikot Akwaden, Abia State University and Ebonyi State University. Briefing newsman in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, the zonal coordinator of ASU Calabar Zone, Dr. Anya Khan Brown, said such assessment is not found within the confines of the laws establishing the universities. He lamented that those who refused to pay the amount had their promotions stagnated. Rivers State recorded the highest number of fresh COVID cases yesterday as Nigeria recorded 727 new cases. The NCDC made this known in its infectious update published on its Facebook page today. It said the 727 new cases are reported from 18 states. While Rivers recorded 257 cases, Lagos recorded 157. 5 people died from COVID-19 complications yesterday. In business, Foreigners exempted from enrolling for the national identity number will have to request for subscriber identity module activation every 6 months, up to a period of 2 years. The Nigerian Communications Commission disclosed this in a report. It, however, said foreigners staying in the country for more than 2 years will have to register for NIN as well as fully register their SIM cards. In entertainment, Grammy Award-winning artist Wizkid has received the Recording Industry Association of America Gold certification for his hit song Essence. The song becomes his second to be certified this year after his 2017 song Come Closer, featuring Canadian rapper Drake, was certified platinum and gold in the UK and Australia respectively in April. In sports, Cristiano Ronaldo says he has not returned to Manchester United for a vacation as the Portugal captain prepares for his Old Trafford homecoming. United will host Newcastle in the Premier League tomorrow. Although United have won trophies since Ronaldo left for Spain, they haven't secured a top-flight title since the 2012-13 season.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
U.S. President Joe Biden has announced new COVID-19 measures that require workers at large companies to be vaccinated or face weekly testing. The U.S. President appealed to workers to get vaccinated.
My message to unvaccinated Americans is this. What more is there to wait for? What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient. The vaccine has FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. You've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin, and your refusal has cost all of us. So please do the right thing, but just don't take it from me. Listen to the voices of unvaccinated Americans who are lying in hospital beds, taking their final breath saying, if only I'd gotten vaccinated. It's a tragedy. Please don't let it become yours.
The measures also include a vaccine mandate for millions of federal government workers, and commerce cases in the country are surging. Hospitals in several states have reached capacity amid the spread of the more transmissible Delta variant. The new requirements cover about 100 million workers. On the news this afternoon, you heard that the police have rescued boat passengers kidnapped on Bonny Waterway. The Nigeria Bar Association has warned against illegality in FIR's bid to amend that law. Rivers State recorded the highest number of fresh COVID cases yesterday, as Nigeria recorded 727 fresh cases. On the foreign scene, U.S. has announced new COVID-19 measures. The news was edited by Chioma Ezewanfo. Contact our newsroom on 0818-900-0017. For more stories, visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Partly sunny weather expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon. My name is Ifiemi Andrew. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye for now.